Hashtag Stand Up Mondays, first Monday of every month. Make sure you book nice and early, get a table, get a drink, and enjoy the free comedy. That's right, free comedy. First Monday of every month.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage. Your host and compere, Quincy.
Alright, we're back in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Cream my kneecaps. I was more nervous. People say, you do comedy, do shows, do you get nervous? I was more nervous today of showing my legs. I know black people are very critical. They'll be like, he's funny, but he didn't cream his foot, he didn't cream his foot. I'll show my legs. Everyone's got a favourite part of the body. My legs is my favourite part of the body. These legs, these calves were inherited by my dad. You know what I mean? There's no gym. Who's got a favourite part of the body? What's your favourite part of the body? Your favourite part? My feet. Your feet. I don't really, as in the whole of the foot or the back of the foot? I've got feet. Anyway, who's your favourite part of the body? Your calves. Yeah, you got calves. Are you giving me cream? You tell me you're in a bubble bath. Alright, so we get this thing. What's this thing? Coconut oil. Did they do this at Avon? I'm embarrassed. That's all right. They've creamed enough. It's creamed enough. I've been. So I'm smart. You see. I've been next to the light, so I get the sweat, so it gets in. Just cut down the cream. So we've got a favourite part of the body. What about you? You got a favourite part of the body? Favourite part? No? Anglais? Look at me like. Alright, women, what's your favourite part of the man? Look at you fucking dirty bitches. What I know, where's my star? Woo, chocolate. Alright, what's yours favourite part of the man? Bum. Your bum. Not the butty, the bum. The bum, he's got another nice bum. He's got to be cocked so he's nice and firm, so when you grab it, you take the money from his wallet, you can get it. Dimples. Dimples, you like little dimples, yeah? Alright, okay. What about over here? What about you? What about you, lot? Favourite part of the man? What? The lolo? What's that? Oh, the V! Oh, you like the V? Oh, okay, you like them young boys. Okay. You're checking no man over 35, boy. I like the U! It's going to be a great show today. We've got two new acts that are coming on stage to entertain these guys. I want you to give them some love, and we've got a closing act. We're going to have a little break in the middle, so we go to the bar, get some drinks and stuff like that. Without any further ado, I want to bring in our first act. This young man, I performed with him in the West End a couple of months ago, right? And it's really just, his material just really caught me. And I said, come down and perform. And he put the tea in everyone, but I want you to put your hands together and make some noise for the wonderful talents. Bless you, sweetheart. Bless you. I want to bring on the stage, got a fucking disease coming towards his Man, leave here, fucking Angie, no more black shows! I fucking left here with the black flu. Thank you, put your hands together, make some noise, Mr. Fabian, ladies and gentlemen!
Hello. Hello. You well? Yes. Good. So I'm travelling here from Streatham in South London. It's one of those places where gang culture is still prevalent, which is a particular concern for me because I've got a young son. Now, like most parents, I want the best for my child, but the worrying thing for me is that the catchment area for the better gangs is actually quite small. It's also become so competitive now that the more prestigious gangs now require at least one parent to be an active gang member. It's quite tricky. I'm quite busy with this in a day job. I don't really have the time. So my wife joined, and well, one thing led to another, and she's now serving 8 to 10. But the little one got into our gang of choice, so I think the ends justify the means. Okay, look, I shouldn't really be making like gang culture. Obviously, gangs are bad, so if any of you are thinking of joining a gang, don't. Gangs exploit their members in very dangerous conditions. My advice is to get your head down, study, join a large corporation, and get exploited within a comfortable office-based environment. That's resonated with quite a few of you, hasn't it? Now, the bit at the top about catchment areas and parents becoming members was obviously alluding to the incredible lengths that some parents go to get their child into the best school in their area. Typically, I pretend to be Catholic every Sunday morning. Now, I appreciate the analogy between gangs and getting a child into a good Catholic school may be offensive to some of you. So can I clearly state that I don't for 1 minute believe that the level of criminality in gangs is in any way comparable to that of the Catholic Church? They didn't like that in Dublin either. Now, I'll move on from Christianity now to another religion with a little quiz about Islam that I like to call Quizlam. Thanks. Okay, ready? Question 1. You've invited your Muslim neighbours round for dinner. They arrive bearing a gift. What should you not do? A. Make a joke about it being a bomb. B. Drop to your knees, beg them to forgive you for your decadent Western ways and offer to convert to Islam. Or C. Call the police so a controlled explosion can be carried out at what would have been a perfectly serviceable bottle of non-alcoholic wine. The answer is A. And B and C. Okay, question 2. You're about to board a plane and are anxious about a young man in the queue who's dressed in traditional Middle Eastern clothing, looks nervous and is muttering something in Arabic. What's going on? Is it A, he's nervous about flying? B, he's got a horrible feeling he's left the gas on? Or C, you're a racist? Trick question, correct answers are B and C. And last question, Muhammad was born in A, the 7th century, B, the 12th century, or C, the 20th century? Again, a bit of a trick question. I was actually referring to my old work colleague Muhammad, who was born in 1984. So that's C. I worked with Muhammad in sales, and his ability to clinch more deals than anyone else was absolutely legendary. So much so that he very quickly earned the nickname Prophet Muhammad. Now I'm going to finish off with an old routine about the UK. Due to recent events, it's begun to feel a bit dated. So I started adding to it with material from another routine about immigrants. Ultimately, I think that's a good thing. I think it's made this UK routine much stronger. Although, having said that, some people who've seen the routine develop haven't liked the changes they've seen. A few say it's now too dark, others that it's unrecognisable from the routine they used to know. Okay, I feel like I've lost like 90% of it. Okay, this is going to surprise a lot of you who thought I was just chatting, but there were 5 jokes in that last bit. Don't worry. Okay, I'm not going to go through all 4, but what I was essentially doing was setting up a routine about immigration by using routine and the material I'd chosen to put in it as a metaphor for immigration. Now, the reason I want to talk about immigration is that I feel it's such a big issue now that to not talk about it would be to ignore the elephant in the room. And remember, that elephant is probably an immigrant. Perhaps even taken the place of a British animal who could have been in the room instead. Like a vole or an otter. But Nigel Farage knows this too. That's why he keeps saying that immigration is the elephant in the room. It reinforces his message. It's like a critique of immigration inside a critique of immigration. It's like a Russian dollar criticism. Remember that Russian doll? That Russian doll is probably an immigrant. Now, for me, one of the most intriguing aspects of the immigration debate is the strong correlation between people who are firmly anti-immigration and those who are proudest of the British Empire. So I don't quite understand how you can simultaneously be anti-immigration and pro-invasion. If I go to someone's house for dinner, I see it's common decency to have them round to ours one day. Especially if we went to theirs uninvited. And maybe stole some jewellery. And perhaps killed some of their friends and family. And historically, we've been to a lot of houses for dinner, haven't we? A recent study found that out of almost 200 countries in the world, we invaded all but 23 of them. Now, however agreed we may feel about immigrants and immigration, can never really compare to the feelings of the indigenous populations of India, Australia, Kenya, etc., etc. when the British Empire came to say hello. And as it happens, we do actually know what some of these people thought, because it's been well documented. I'd like to share some of those thoughts with you now. So this first one says, I'm not racist, but I don't trust these new people. That's attributed to someone in Cairo called Nigel Farouche. They make no effort to learn the language. That was an individual from Mombasa by the name of Nigel Farage. And last one, they're clearly taking from the system and sending money home. That was someone in Mumbai called Nigel Farage. So as some of you probably know, Nigel Farage was one of the great champions of the Indian independence movement. While others were refusing to even discuss the problems of British immigration, he was adamant that Indians should not ignore what he described as the otter in the room. All remember it. You've been lovely. I think I've confused a lot of you. But thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations, round of applause, give round of applause. I always try and bring in comments to the stage. This is what I love about the audiences, really. When they hear a joke and they don't really fully get it, black people don't even pretend to try and laugh. You just look at him like he was fucking, like it was the Countdown Conundrum. What? I mean, I say that joke there somewhere, we can't get it. This joke turned to mathematics. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring another act or another brand new act coming to the stage for a while. Go for a quick fire. Put your hands together, make some noise for Raj, ladies and gentlemen!
Hello. Hello. It's not DJ Khaled now. forgot I was in Stratford. Anyone from Northwest?
Hampton.
Yes, you're my ride home.
What? On the train. That's how I got it, on the train.
On a spare debit card. Now I want to clear something up. I know you're looking at me a bit funny. I'm not the bearded lady from The Greatest Showman. I get that a lot. Have you seen the bearded lady from The Greatest Showman? Watch the film. It's a very funny joke. Yeah, it looks just like me, but I'm not that. I actually turned 30 last week. Yeah. A lot happier than me. Yeah, I'm happy about it. But what it made me do, it made me think, it's time to lose some weight, Raj. It's time to get healthier. Now I know there's two parts to that. The first part, obviously, going to the gym. No, I don't mind the gym. I quite like the gym. Clearly. But it's the membership, guys, that I can't stand. You know, you go in there, they ask you questions like, how tall are you? I'm like, I'm about 5'9". How much do you weigh? I'm about 120 kg. And he'll tap away on his computer for about 10 minutes. Then he'll look at me concerned and he'll say, Raj, do you know you're overweight? Yeah. I mean, a blind man could hear my footstep and tell me, what are you tapping on the computer for? And then they always follow up with, what are you looking to achieve from the gym? Well, I thought it was pretty clear. But by this point, I'm having fun. I'm trying to grow my calves. Trying to get those bigger, carry the rest of me around. You know? The second part is obviously eating right. You've got to eat right, and I love food. I've seen what some of you guys are eating. And unfortunately, I got the same problem as Quincy. I'll be in a coma after I eat that. I love my food. Now the problem is you always work with that person who says, oh, I've been so busy, I forgot to eat. I'm the kind of guy that forgot he ate. And I eat again. So that's a problem. So yeah, I also went into 30 single. And I'm going for a bit of a dry start at the moment, for those of you, you like that one? Laugh at man, yeah. Well, for those of you that don't know what that means, it's a lack of sex. And I know what you're thinking. How? Did anyone sleep with you in the first place? Don't unless you're putting out. Yeah, you're quiet now, huh? I'm actually Indian. I don't look it. It's a bit of a party trick for me. Anyone been to India? Beautiful country, right? Great country. I went there once for a wedding, actually. What? I went there for a wedding, actually. Beautiful country. Yeah, I went there for a wedding. Very nice. Thing is that they didn't tell me it was my wedding. It does have its perks though. You know, I've got great savings. I've got a good inheritance coming my way soon, hopefully. You're not here, you can laugh. But it means I can get kicked out of my house pretty easily too. You know, I can do the smallest thing and I'm out of the house. My dad don't say too many words. I remember I got caught smoking. I said, yeah, what, Dad, I smoke. He said, Raj, you can't live in this house and smoke. Get out of the house. Simple as that. No two ways about it, out the house. I went back to him, I said, Dad, I've been seeing this girl, I'm thinking about having sex with her. Just to clarify, don't ask anymore. Covered that base now. He said, Raj, you can't have sex before marriage. Get out of the house. Simple as that. I went back to him. I said, Dad, all my friends are doing it. I'm a bit short on cash. I'm thinking about selling drugs. He said, what? What's the profit margin? See, Indians will do just about anything for a profit. If you're out on the street with me, like I got the hashish and the minty, which one? No, we're known for being cheap, though. We are known for being cheap. We'll bulk buy anything. You know, I remember my dad went to Tesco once, and he got about 10 items, and he got 8 of them for free, using his clubbing points, because that's what he calls them. Now, normal family, wife would have been like, well done, Steve, well done, baby, you got a bargain. Well done. My mum, she said, 10 items, 8 for free. Why did you buy the other 2? She was like, having it, she's saving pennies wherever she can. Yeah, so that's a problem. But they did screw me over. They did screw me over. They called me Raj, which means king. I carried that quite well. The second half, my surname though is Pujara, which starts P-O-O, which is not a great start, but the second half of my surname, which is Jara, in Gujarati, means diarrhea. So I'm literally the king of shit and diarrhea. Which is alright, I think I carried it quite well. Because I'm the shit. Yeah, but that dry spell, you know, I've got a remedy for the dry spell. Anyone on Tinder? You said pub, but that's a Tinder couple right there. Now Tinder, the trick is you swipe everything right on Tinder if you're going for a dry spell. You don't look at the phone, you drive around for radiuses. Right? Swipe everything right. Because I did this and I met my ideal match. She was just like me. Physically, unfortunately. But once we got rid of the beard, it gets worse. She was the best 88 of my life. Skinny people call it 69. It's a thinker, that one's a thinker. It's a thinker. Don't physically imagine it. It's a thinker, right? Yeah. So, what, African women in the house? Make some noise. That's it? Just that's it? Caribbean women? Yeah! Jeez, yeah, I love my black women. I do. Because I know I can say to a black woman, so I want you to back it up on me like a dumper truck, and they know what I'm talking about. Shit's about to go down. I said that to a white woman once, she went, little message for the ladies. This thick, smooth Indian hair is not for sale. Stop asking me. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you very much.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, king of shit. This is what we like to do on Stand Up Mondays, ladies and gentlemen. We get the Asians, we get buy one, get one free. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a short break now. I know you're feeling kind of warm and stuff inside here. It's not the menopause or hot flushes and stuff like that, it's kind of hot. It's hot! Fanning yourself in your hands, it's proper ghetto pan. So ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for the first reaction seen the first half. Coming out and Raj HM will see you guys in about 15 minutes. Thank you! I just want to beatbox until the music plays.
Your host and compeer, Quincy.
Alright, we're back in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Cream my kneecaps. I was more nervous. People say, you do comedy, do shows, do you get nervous? I was more nervous today of showing my legs, because I know black people are very critical. They're like, he's funny, but he didn't cream his foot, he didn't cream his foot. No, I'll show you. Everyone's got a favourite part of the body. My legs is my favourite part of the body. These legs, this calves are inherited by my dad. Yeah, I mean, there's no gym. Who's got a favourite part of the body? What's your favourite part of the body? Your favourite part?
My feet.
Your feet. I don't really, as in the whole of the foot or the back of the foot? Alright, got feet. Anyway, who's your favourite part of the body? Your calves. Here, you got a calf. Are you giving me cream? You tell me I'm in the bubble butt. Alright, so we get this now. What's this there? Coconut oil. Did they do this at Avon? I'm embarrassed. That's all right. They're creamed enough. It's creamed enough. I've been. So I'm smart. You see. I've been next to the light, so I get the sweat, so it gets in. Just cut down the cream. So you've got a favourite part of the body. What about you? You've got a favourite part of the body? Favourite part? No. Anglais. Look at me like. Alright, women, what's your favourite part of the man? Look at these fucking dirty bitches. What happened? Look at us time. Woo, chocolate. Alright, what's your favourite part of the man? Bum. The bum. Not the butty, the bum. Bum, he's got another nice bum. He's got big cocks. Dimples. Dimples, you like little dimples, yeah? Alright, okay. What about over here? What about you? What about you, got? Favourite part of the man? What? The lolo? What's that? Oh, the V! Oh, you like the V? Oh, okay, then you like them young boys. You're checking no man over 35, boy. You're like, I like the U! I've got the V. It's a small V. It's a little V. You know what I mean? It's a V when I suck in my belly. It's a V. I come in the bath like this. Time I get to the bedroom, it's a U. Alright, so you got the V. You like the shoulders. You like big shoulders, yeah? What is it about? What do you like about shoulders, Joe? Pick you up, see, alright, pick you up. You like the fireman, alright? And then one more for later, one more. What about you over here? Shoulders as well, yeah? Biceps, yeah? Alright, look, you have to see your head up. Look at him getting gas. Man, hold the shit like this. That's what I love. Fellas, what about you, fellas? What about favourite part of the woman, favourite part?
Brain.
This man fucking trying to score pum points. The brain, dude! Postale! Fuck off. That is not one question that answered on blind date. The brain, yeah. The same brain they work on us. Love your brain. Yes, I tell you, your brain is so good that I just keep on giving you money for some strange reasons. Just pay for every shit. You've got a great brain. Your brain is so fit. Alright, so you've got the brain over here, but I'll Mr. fucking lover over there. What other parts? Legs. I like, a woman's got to have strong legs. Everything, fucking, they're rapists. Fucking everything! I like everything! I like the DNA, the membranes, as long as it's breathing. Fucking kid, everything. Yeah. See, that's the fucking police. I like chess. You have a chessman here, chessman? You like chess? Well, just me. More for me, man. I just something about bosoms, man. It's just the cleavage just relaxes you as a man. It's Just something about chess is just like, you can't get vexed with a woman. If a woman cusses you off and she's got a bit, I just look at her. Something about chess, man. It's just like, for me, like, I ain't a pervy thing. It's like my mum. I'm from my mum and her aunts and that. We all big chess. And that was like, as a young boy, as a child, you suckle and you nuts me. On the chess, it relaxes you. It relaxes you. Sometimes you come home from work as a man, you see your woman there, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, I just want to just relax. I don't care how vexed you are as a man, if you come home to put your head in a nice bosom, it just chills you the fuck out. You know, you get a ticket in your car, fucking tickets, you know. What ticket? Don't worry, man. I think chess is nice, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And women, like, even if you ain't got a chest, you know what I mean? Some women wear wonder bras. You know what I mean? To like get chest, get a little cleavage. I think wonder bras are the most evil creation of clothing in the world. That's unfair to man. It's unfair to man. You know, everybody says, you know what I mean? Is it nothing more frustrating as a man when you meet a woman, you take her back to your house, take off the bra, and this shit happens? And I've got to roll it up like it's Rizla or something. Women the same, I mean, you don't want a man in those small things, do you? You ever like, as a woman, you just like meet a man and you're like, please. This guy has got a wonderful personality. He's been a gentleman. I'm going to give him my number. Please. Let this man have some kind of length and width. And you take it back to your place, you do it, and then he takes off the trousers, you're like, for fuck's sake. Don't fucking waste my time opening my foot for this little... I said, women get wicked in it. You ain't doing nothing to me, man. Just suck. You suck. Use your mouth. 88. It's a lot of pressure, that fucking dirty laugh, man. It's a lot of pressure on men, you know what I mean? Don't you think, like to perform like better, who's the pressure on, men or women? I think more pressure on us to perform. You think so? I know there's a majority of women inside here, but I think it's more pressure on us because, like, we've got that reputation and we've got, stand all night, we've got to, like, please and pleasure and all that kind of stuff. Women just, what you saying? Is that? What's wrong with that? She said, I fucking put my eye back fucking porn, I ain't porn. I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes men get carried away and they watch too much porn. And they're watching porn like, and the women like 25, 30 years old. And then like they're 60, you know, they ain't gonna work. If it's like 68, no, I can't bend you like that, I'll break your back. Porn is a fantasy, I don't believe it. Did they? Really? Try. I've watched porn. Sometimes you get, as a man, you watch porn, you get carried away, you get carried away. It's like twist up. There's like one woman telling me, like, listen, I'm a woman, not fucking Lego. Put my foot back down there, take it off. So I push the knees into the eyes and shake them out, just to get a bit more leverage inside. Oh shit. Hey! Oh dear!
You know what the real pressure's on?
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
When you're about to start, and then they ask you the questions, so where do you see this relationship going?
So you're about to put in, and she says to you, where do you see this relationship going? And you're about to put it in. I'll be like, I'll tell you in 3 minutes. So I laugh, alright, this won't be long, I tell you. The adverts are I'll be finished by East Enders back one. Where do you see this relationship going? Well, I don't know. If someone says that to you, where do you see this relationship going? Just be honest, innit? Just be honest. Well, what would you say? What did you say?
I never think that far.
That's when, as a man, you play dumb. Like, that's you play mice and men. Where do you see this relationship going? What's wrong? You know, you get asked difficult questions. As a man, you get asked difficult questions, you know what I mean? So have you got a woman? How many kids you got? Alright, this is the Cockney Prince Quincy, courtesy of HMP TV. We're at Stand Up Mondays, so we've got two of the comedians who are on tonight. We have Raj and Victor Daniel. What's going on?
Hello.
Now, Victor, you've come quite regular to come support the show and all that kind of stuff. So now you've performed. What's it like performing instead of watching?
Oh man, it was for me. I don't know if it showed it, but I was so nervous. But it was live, man. The audience was really on it. They liked the majority of the jokes, I think.
And this is what I like. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when we get nervous as comedians, you know what I mean, we can feed off those nerves. You know what I mean? And I think this is like your first time here.
Yeah, I remember saying to Victor before I went on, I was like, Victor, I'm about to die. I'm about to die up there, but the crowd is so friendly, like, and everything just went to plan for me.
But I reckon the crowd's friendly because you got a great compare. And I think that it just makes it a bit more easy for the comedians. I mean, what would you say? Because audiences don't just turn up like, hey, you know what I mean? You guys have to put them in the mood. I mean, what kind of styles or what things do you do to make them feel comfortable?
Well, I agree with you. The compare is very important because they set the tone of the night and make it easier for us. For me, I just tend to take the mick out myself a lot and just bring them into my world. So just bring them into my world, get them on my side, and then the rest sort of, the material does the talking after that.
I noticed you've done your stories at the end, you know what I mean? That got done really well with all audiences. Is there any time of your set you thought, oh, I forgot that, or I should have used that, or you ad-libbed today?
I said something about women, and the crowd kind of got onto me. So at that point, I had to do a little bit of ad-lib just to manoeuvre my way out of that situation.
That's a very important thing. Before we go, I just ask, how would you describe your comedy?
A lot of self-deprecating storytelling, I'd say.
Yeah. Is that something you would stick to, or because you know how long have you been doing it now?
7 months, I think.
7 months. So as in time, you think that would possibly change? You get more confident on stage.
Absolutely. I think I'll experiment with some different techniques and looking at people like Victor.
That's not a good example, but how would you describe your comedy, Victor?
It's all material led. I just think of ways to make audiences laugh. And by the way, anyone watching this, none of it is my personal opinion, because today I noticed when I said white women have good credit, I think a lot of the black women were like, no, that's just a joke. So it's just about taking in subjects and just finding ways of twisting it to make audiences laugh.
So before we go, when you your next shows, when you're at next?
I'm on tomorrow at King's Cross Comedy On.
Well, all due respect, by the time he edits this, they're not going to get it. So tell me something in a month. Man, don't want that quick red hit.
I don't even know after that, you know.
All right, but just tell people your social media or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's at Lord_Raj with 2 J's because there's another one.
Oh, is it?
Must be.
Show me where man's living, man. We go around there. Pay him a visit. Raj is out there. Yeah, Raj is like the Queen's heads for white people. And when you at next?
Seeing as we're going a month in ahead, I'm doing Sunday Chic in Holborn on the 1st of September, and I've also got my own show, July the 20th, Stratford, Project Space in Stratford, Streatham Project Space in Streatham. Got 20th of July, got Willie Robo coming down, so.
I haven't done your gig, have I? Have I done your show, have I? You don't book me, do you? You don't do it? Did he book you? I'll tell him how you got this gig.
How I got it? I asked Quincy politely if I could perform.
He never said that, you know. He said, you don't never book me, you know. And I was like, no, I'll get around to you. You know what I mean? Because he's like Victor, like the V's at the register, isn't it? I had to go down to the comics. V's towards the end, Bridget.
There's comic Victor.
Yeah? No, I should have. But now I have to work backwards, so he's V's. So yeah, it's true. There's some A's and J's in there, something like that. Look, guys, what's your social media?
Comic Vic, or just call me 07931 325.
This brother here is so desperate. All right, look, listen, I'm Cockney Prince Quincy's HMP TV. Appreciate you listening and watching. Out.